You guys remember the $6 Million Man when he fights Bigfoot? Anyone remember that? No? Before your time? It was before my time too, but I remember watching it on TV as a rerun. Look it up on YouTube, it's good stuff. Hey, Nujabes here, and you're here to get some royalty-free music. Let's just get right into it. If you don't want to watch this whole video, just jump down into the description. I have a full list of all the links of everything I'm going to talk about. This is an updated list of some audio resources, music, sound beds, and other free stuff that you can get a hold of. Not only free, but royalty-free, and/or royalty-free. Let's just do that. All right, let's get into it. First off, we're in YouTube. Here we are. There's an audio library. If you go into your Creator Studio, you'll go down to the bottom where it says Audio Library. You'll see Create. These are all a bunch of music tracks. And you have attribution, not required, attribution required. And that's something that you just want to keep in mind if you end up using one of these. There's all the information. You'll probably hear me say more than once is file management, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second, but you can see here there's a full list of endless music. I mean, you can just keep scrolling and it's gonna load more music, and you can search for different genres, different types of music and stuff like that. This is all set up through YouTube, which is really cool, those of you that don't already know about that, and sound effects. So if you like sound effects, you can get in here and there you go, tons of sound effects. You can favorite them, you can download them, really cool stuff. Thanks, YouTube. All right, next on our list, freesound.org. Now I've talked about freesound.org before in other videos and I use it a lot. I would love for more people to be involved with this site, not only borrowing and using music from it, but also contributing to it. Can't hurt to have more sound effects out there. And this has the same setup with the attribution. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't, and you can search accordingly. Let's say we wanna say boom. Well, right here we have Creative Commons, attribution non-commercial, attribution, stuff like that. Creative Commons 0, and there you go. There's stuff that you can use and you don't necessarily have to link back to the site, but it can't hurt just to link back, get everybody in the know. Next on our list, for you Adobe Premiere users, there is a link out there for Adobe Audition. Now I have no idea how old this site is or this link. It says sound booth scores coming soon, but I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. But inside this bundle of sound effects, there are hundreds and hundreds of sounds. Look at this, gigabytes worth. And you're gonna wanna go through and start downloading. And it's gonna be a little while as you do this. You'll download them all. And this is where the file management's gonna come in. And I've already downloaded a whole bunch of these. You can see them right here. Adobe sound effects. So you have the sound effects. Once you get them all downloaded, just highlight them all and open them. I'm gonna fast forward through a lot of this. There's no reason for anyone to watch this stuff. Looks cool though. This is a huge library of sound effects, and there's sound beds for Audition that you can use for loops and like cool little music building tracks like that. I recommend going in there and downloading them all. So here we are. Here's all of our sounds, and there's a license agreement. You can read that and check all that out, make sure you're using the music in the correct way, but we have just endless library of cool, free sound effects. So there you go. Thanks, Adobe. Next on our list, for you Final Cut Pro users, there's a download that you can get, a little extension, and this has been around for a long time. You can see here 2011. So a lot of you probably already know about this, but those of you that don't, go ahead and download that. There are a ton of sound effects. Look at that, just boom, more. So be sure you grab that. If you're a Final Cut Pro user, you're gonna want all the sound effects you can get. Why not? Can't hurt, right? And you can access this. You can see this extension here. Hard drive, library, audio, Apple loops, Apple Final Cut Pro sound effects. If you follow that string, you'll be able to access all these and make a little backup copy just to make sure you have them all in one place. All right, next on our list. I don't know if a lot of people know about this. This is called Juke Deck, and I contacted the company to find out if it's active and available to everybody. I have an access code to get in. Go ahead and check out the site and see if you can sign up and get in. Really unique software interface. What it lets you do is create your own sounds. You just click create, you pick a mood. Let's pick chill out. Let's do melancholy. And here's what's cool. Let's say we only wanna make this 30 seconds. We can make this at 15. We'll turn that on. So at 15 seconds, the music is gonna build. And actually, let's make it happen right away. So it's 05. So in 5 seconds into it, it's gonna build. So let's create it. And it's gonna do its thing. It automatically gives it a name too. This is cool. So we're just gonna wait. We're waiting. There we go, we're done. Let's take a listen. You can see right here is where it's gonna build. And that's gonna sound a lot better on the actual interface. I'm just picking that up through this speaker here. But you can see there, how cool is that? So it shows you there, and you can even add video if you wanna see what it looks like with the clip, which is really neat. Really cool interface, check it out, Juke Deck. Next on the list, Purple Planet Music. PurplePlanet.com, it's pretty straightforward, royalty-free music. And like I said, this is royalty-free. You still need to give attribution back to the website. So make sure you check out all the details there, but there's a pretty vast library here, all kinds of cool stuff. Not super easy to navigate through and to find what you're looking for, but it's all available, and it might be some fresh sounds that you want, so check that out. And of course, in Computech, a lot of you know Kevin MacLeod and the music that he offers. He has a lot of stuff in the YouTube listings as well, but these are a lot of his songs. These are actually all of his songs on the link that I have in the description of this video. And you can check out all those. And with these, this is a good example of, let me just open up my download folder, show you what I'm talking about. So here's our in Computech, and this is what I do. So if I find a track that I like, let's say it's, let's see what this is. We'll take a listen. Perfect, let's do it. So I'm gonna highlight this and copy it, and I'm gonna download that. I highlight the credit that's required for this, and I download it. Now this is what I do. File management. We're gonna bring this into Incompetech, and then what I do is open up my text editor. We're gonna create a new document, and you can use whatever document thing that you use. Make it plain text, and I'm gonna name it the exact same as this title of this song. And I usually just click on that and highlight it. Come back to here. We're gonna click that, give it a name, save it. So what that does is saves it somewhere else. Let's go and find it. There it is. Come on now. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We saved it, and you can see here. So now what I have is the exact same name. There's my credit. If you want to use that in your video, there's the song, and it has the exact same name. So you know, as you look at your timeline in your video, you go, okay, I used Division, I used Tech Live. Let me make sure I give credit to those, and you can just copy and paste those. Super easy, super important. File management when you start archiving and building this library offline and here on your computer. So you just want to make sure you don't get in trouble and you end up getting tagged on YouTube or something for using music without attribution. In Computech, if you don't know about it, now you do. Of course you know. YouTube, we're gonna hang out on YouTube and go to No Copyright Sounds. A lot of you probably already know about this channel. A lot of really cool songs on here. Click on the song you like, give the attribution where it's required, there it is. And like I said, I do the same thing on all of them where I'll create a Word document, get that information saved there as the same file name as the song, and you're done, good to go. Another YouTube channel with some good sounds is Audio Library, No Copyright Music, and they have a lot of good stuff. Check that out, lots of cool songs. Moving right along, Bensound. Sites like this are really easy to navigate, and I really like because it's easy to find the music you want. Next on our list, GoSoundtrack, or GoSoundtrack, if you speak normal English. There's a bunch of songs here that you can see them all, and you can download them and give attribution back to the website. And there's information about all this stuff, and you can check that out, GoSoundtrack.com. And those of you that are vloggers, if you don't already know, those of you that are the Casey Neistat and other vlogger channels, David Cutter music seems to be hugely, widely popular. Though these tracks you have to purchase, they're royalty-free, relatively cheap, a couple dollars per song. Download it, give credit back to the creator of the music, and you're good to go. And these are really cool tracks, especially if you're a vlogger. This will kind of give you that groove, Speaking of groove, here's our honorable mention, Chuki Beats. Chuki Beats, I think I'm saying it right or wrong.
This is a Chuki Beat production.
A lot of good tracks on this channel. This is another YouTube channel. This is a little bit more hip hop style, and this is more towards the vlogger style is what I think of. Very good, like when you hear it, you just think of like these cool montages as soon as you hear the music. So anyways, there's your tracks. All of these are linked in the description below. This is a long video, so if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Let's go back to Bigfoot and the $6 Million Man. Look at that, we end where we started. There you go, a long, quick video, straightforward, royalty-free music. If you have royalty-free music that you know about, let me know in the description below. I'm always looking for websites and cool new sounds and sound effects that are available. Anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Knob Top, go make something. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're back.